Who thought you could get away?
Pikachu, let's do it! Pikachu, let's give it our all!
I'm right behind you. You lead. I'll follow.
do it! Pikachu, let's give it our all! Pikachu, let's do it! Pikachu, let's give it our all! Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! Use Thunderbolt! Pikachu, let's do it! Pikachu, let's give it our all!
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Oh there, traveler. What's your business in Frostcracked Spire? As you can see, I'm here with a college reclamation team. Frostcracked Spire has been claimed under Imperial doctrine as a transient College of Whispers cynosure. We are trying to discover anything of magical interest in this spire. So, again, I ask you, what your business here is.
I suppose this is still a College of Whispers cynosure. Or almost one.
Fine. Just ask your questions, then make your way out. We don't need Synod spies or vagabonds roaming around the spire. Yes? What is your help? Well, since you asked, possibly. I need someone to fix a mistake a member of my team decided to disrupt our busy schedule with. Unfortunately, none of us has had the time to tend to it as of yet. What say you? Much appreciated. You see, during one of my more eccentric members' early conjuration experiments, she made an error in judgment and attempted a conjuration spell which was beyond her capabilities. While she did successfully summon a scamp, the binding process was flawed, and now the spawn is running wild through the channels. Aye, it's one of the lesser forms of Daedra. Small, wily spellslingers, ugly little bleeders, completely impotent. Might even say they're the Daedric equivalent of a Synod mage. Last we saw, it was headed south, toward Bold Man's Respite. Start there, and when you find it, return it to oblivion for me. Now go, and try not to die. This territory belongs to the College of Whispers. What brings you to the top of this? As much as I appreciate your enthusiasm, no. In our current state, Frostcrag Spire is still not officially recognized as a proper cynosure. Even if it was, in the cynosure's current state, I do not yet have the power to appoint associates. You may wish to check back at a later date. Once the Imperial Council acknowledges our request, we can always use the members. A cynosure is a place of magical significance, a headquarters and a research site all in one. You probably think of it like a sort of conclave. I can assure you it is not. The Synod have conclaves, based out of the old Mages Guild halls. The College of Whispers have cynosures, the proper term for any magical hall in place of study. So, was there anything else? We are an organization devoted to the study of magic, in all of its forms. Unlike those close-minded synod mages over in Bruma, we do not restrict our members simply out of ignorance and fear. Necromancy and conjuration are as much schools of magic as restoration and illusion, whether the public approves of them or not. We are here performing important research for the College of Whispers. Now, are you going to get to the point of this conversation, or am I going to have to stand here and repeat myself? Watch your step on the way
It's
out.
freezing up here. Once our business here is concluded, I'm going to request relocation. Oh, plenty. This tower has been sealed for almost 150 years, so everything is still fresh. Can you feel the old magics? I'm sorry, but I can't let you in on the specifics of my findings. Our guild prides itself on its ability to keep dangerous knowledge safely away from the common man. This? This is Frostcrag Spire. Didn't you know about it? It's rather hard to miss, I would say. Well, I have to wonder. What are you thinking, standing here, in one of the most famous magical locations in all of Cyrodiil? My thoughts exactly. Adventures like this are why I joined the college. You don't get to experience the sights the college offers you with guilds like the Synod, and being an independent mage is just so lonely. We've all been here since the mines over in our headquarters in Water's Edge decided so. I guess they've decided Frostcrag Spire was of enough magical significance to be claimed as a semi-official cynosure. If you mean how long have I been here, well, before this, I was a member of one of our oldest and most respected cynosures, the Drakelau cynosure. Unfortunately, there isn't much left of the place now for me to be a member anymore, so I came out here to the frontier. Well, a frontier of sorts. It was, well, actually, I better not say. That is likely considered classified by the College of Whispers headquarters in the Water's Edge cynosure. Being so far away from them, we have to know when to hold our own tongues when it comes to dangerous knowledge like that, you see. Are you sure you're okay? We've already discussed this, remember? This is Frostcrag Spire. See you.
I'm rather busy with my work. Try one of the others around here. Cataloging. You don't need to know the details. The College of Whispers would not be named as such if we continually blurted out our findings to passerby. Yes, it is. Supplied by our colleagues in Water's Edge. We may be practitioners of necromancy, but that does not mean we have to stand the intolerable stench which comes with its study. It certainly has prevented a fair bit of fainting on my end. Not that I would actually faint, mind you. Just an expression. Do I? Well, maybe it's because I have my hands full trying to help establish a cynosure atop an oversized, frozen rock. Do you think that has anything to do with it? Mine simply happened to comprise most of the stressful busy work necessary to get this place into shape. Funny that, eh? Bye.
Oh, it's just you again, Carlin. How have you been? What do you mean, who's Carlin? Stop being ridiculous, and let's get back to our research already. Same thing I've been researching for the past 12 years. This tower. It is truly fascinating. Correct. On both accounts. The College of Whispers reclamation team just arrived. I was here long before that. Originally, I came up here to scout out the area for magical artifacts, as many at the time had tried to do. I was different, though. I succeeded. In fact, I was the first to enter this place after it was sealed by an unknown mage nearly 150 years ago. I had only planned on staying for a week or two. It turned into 3 years. Nine years? I'm not quite sure, to be perfectly honest with you. The last thing I remember is packing up my equipment and leaving for a project I was assigned to in Hammerfell. I'm not going to talk about my time there. I wouldn't even if I could remember the full story. I know I was with someone, though. Who was it? Taimlar? Hamland? No. Odd. Indeed. Well, I certainly don't miss the hot, dry sand, that's for certain. How I got back here is anyone's guess, but I've been here ever since. Were there any other areas of my vast knowledge you wish to delve into? They've been my family for most of my life. Don't you listen to wild rumor or those devious synod mages either. The college is not some rogue sect of necromancers, or some secret hoarding gathering of rabble. No, we simply try to keep the people of Tamerial safe from their worst enemy, their own ignorance. We keep the most dangerous knowledge and magic away from the public and in the hands of those who wish to devote themselves to its practice. That way, the real threats to society are powerless. And those who simply wish to learn the arts, all of them, can do so freely and without constriction. Farewell.
Yes? Good day. How can I... What do you mean by okay? It's sad, really. He doesn't even remember my name all the time. I'm not quite sure who Carland is. He may not even be real. So far, he's still been able to contribute, but I'm not sure how long that will last. The other masters or the Archmage, Tiberius Rendelian, might soon force him to retire. Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
Oh, there, traveler. Who are you? Are you with a Thalmor? Tell me. Now! Then I suppose I can afford to stow my weapon. I hope for your sake you're not lying. Besides, we've nothing to be ashamed of. Go on then. Ask whatever you like. Come and go as you please. But we'll be watching you. Excellent. Thank you so much, stranger. Lots of memories associated with this thing. It'd be a crying shame to lose it. Here, have a bit of coin. Not much to tell. We reject that fancy treaty the Emperor signed with those Dominion dogs. We believe in Tellus. We worship Tellus, and we'll keep worshipping Tellus. Treaties be damned, politics be damned. Thalmor abduction squats be damned. Have you been living under a rock? Tellus worship's a crime now. Our Mayan and his justiciars have moved into Bruma. I didn't feel like sitting around in Bruma, like mammoths lining up for the milking. Turns out a few others had similar ideas. And so we left. I've been faithful to Tellus ever since I was first old enough to understand the tales. The Thu'um. To ascend to divinity. My grandmother would tell me the stories. Tiber Septim's great deeds, and his rise to godhood. A true inspiration. I believe in heroism. I believe in the resilience of men, not the supremacy of elves. And I'm not about to let a damn treaty change that. Farewell. And may Tellus preserve the Empire in the months ahead.
I prefer not to say too much. Gotta walk on eggshells nowadays. That said, I used to live in Bruma. Narrowly evaded abduction. Heard Armion and his agents whispering outside my window. Ira and I, we escaped in the night through the Bruma caverns. Bartram let us use his house as a quick escape route. Good thing the guard captain didn't know about the trapdoor in Bartram's house, or I'm sure Armion would have too. Those were dark days. Dark days. Having to worship Tiber Septim in secret? Those Aldmeri dogs will get what's coming to them eventually. Do not forsake the God of man.
We are a simple folk up here, but divines forbid you cross us. I'm not going to tell you my life story. You think I'm a fool? If the Thalmor know who my family are, they'll march them off in the middle of the night. Use them to try intimidate me. I'm a Tellus worshipper. I follow Era. That's all there really is to it. I am the muscle. By looking intimidating, I scare away bandits. Those that have the brains their mother gave them, at any rate. And if any bandits, or wildlife, or Thalmor decide to try their luck, I send them swiftly unto Arche. If you sell us out to the Thalmor, I'll paint the Cherals with your insides.
You can't hide from me. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Please, madam. Just one septim. My most sincere thanks, honored friend. I will put it into the fund that I've been putting together for a while now, to buy a house and get a roof over my head. It's growing slowly, but surely. Houses are expensive. A series of unlucky events. I'd rather not talk about it. My most sincere thanks, honored friend. My most sincere thanks, honored friend. Goodbye, friend. Good afternoon.
Needing an inn? Go to the Gerald View. There's another tavern in town.
Good afternoon. How can I help you? Business is always good for a general goods merchant like myself, since I don't rely on any particular thing to draw in sales. Take poor old Fadel, the butcher, for example. If someone doesn't want meat, he doesn't have a customer. But me, someone doesn't want meat, they want silverware. Don't want silverware? How about a potion? And so on and so on and so on. Most things are very popular. The only thing that isn't popular is cutlery. Turns out the Nords aren't all that big on table etiquette. Why, my friend, surely the better question is, what don't I sell? I sell anything and everything, or thereabouts. Fine goods, fair prices.
Bye.
Welcome. Take a look.
See you around. See you around.
Hello. Old stuff, new stuff, useful stuff. Take a look.
Until next time.
Suckered by the Synod, weary of the whispers, why not go somewhere more agreeable? Resada the Resplendent's boutique of magical wonders. Resada the Resplendent, enchanter extraordinaire, illusionist incredible, restorer remarkable, and destructor distinguished. At your service. Of course, excellent. Well, I have 5 fabulous, unique items in stock at the moment. The first is the wooden staff of awesome conflagration, which summons a tremendous fiery inferno at your target location. Extremely dangerous. The second is the Scepter of Frosty Entombment, which is truly a unique frost staff. It will trap your target in a block of ice for 10 minutes. The third is the Blade of Prepotence, which causes your target, any target at all, to shrink, becoming supremely weak and vulnerable. Fourth is the Staff of Titan Summoning, which summons a mighty Daedric Titan at your target location. It will demolish all in its way. Fifth is the Rod of Potency, which will certainly bring great pleasure. That I can guarantee. So, which will it be? Well, they are regrettably significantly more banal than my exceptional unique items. I do keep a stock of some more pedestrian magical goods. Do you need something? Yes, indeed. To my great regret, a few scalawags here in Bruma appear to have not paid their bills for their enchanted weapons from Resada. I am beside myself with angst about this, as you can no doubt imagine. So, my fair and, might I say, rather imposing friend, if you would be willing to speak to these scoundrels and acquire my warranted compensation, I would be most obliged. Excellent! Allow me to arm you with more knowledge of the aforementioned mischief makers. You'll need to speak with Roland Wickert, the young chap at the Synod Conclave here in Bruma. Stantis Valeria is the second of these reprobates, the owner of the Geraldview Tavern. The third is Stable Master Ila the Upright. Clearly the title was given rather than deserved. Do this for me, and I shall bestow coin upon you for each, and a truly copious recompense indeed once all 3 mischief makers are dealt with. Bruma is the last bastion of Imperial land before the border and the harsh ravages and independent college of Skyrim. Those poor souls who find themselves overcome with vexation at the shockingly bureaucratic nature of Cyrodiil's key magical institutions, well, they tend to, peregrinate to Skyrim. When the Imperial border guards halt them at the selvage, so to speak, they lodge in Bruma. Thusly, my wares are in great demand. Why, of course not! No self-respecting mage joins those scurrilous syndicates. Oh, my friend, I'm strictly independent. That's what allows me to cut out the bumbledom and bring you only straightforward sortilege. What an intriguing inquest! I do indeed have a bed. Well, a bedroll. I do not own property in Bruma, for the city is full, and I am somewhat of a latecomer. That, and not being registered to any property, grants the Synod and College of Whispers less opportunity to persecute, hound, maltreat, and molest me. As they are wont to do.
Bye-bye.
Name. What is it? This is the city of my ancestors. My family has been here for generations. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I offer archery training, for a price, to any who wish to learn and fight for coin and glory. Other than that, what more is there to do? Other than drink some fine ale at the tavern, of course. As I should be. Archery is something of a tradition in my family. My great-grandma Etla, they say she killed a man from over 300 yards. Talk about a good shot. From one master to another. Svenja and Erenir will talk your ear off about what the Fighters Guild does or doesn't mean to them. But for me, it's simple. To be in the Fighters Guild is to have a chance at true glory. One day, all of Tamerial will sing my name, and it will have all started here. The coin paid for each job doesn't hurt either. That comes as part of the job. But that's what this is. A job. At the end of the day, if there wasn't a reward for contracts, then none of us would be here. Well, maybe apart from Svenja. Most of the romantic types do. Come back and tell me of your exploits. Hello? Can I help you?
Farewell.
We're trying to increase public awareness, make sure people know who to come to if they want their contracts completed. But we'll need to step up our presence if that's to happen. Here, take these posters. Put them up in prominent positions around Bruma. Once you've got them all up, return to me, and I'll have some coin waiting for you. Hello. I lead this hall. It's my task to make sure it's up to the standards set by Master Goltinius and Champion Cyrus. It's also my responsibility to try and control Aranir and Ionala, a monumental calling, believe me. I like to train myself and others in the use of two-handed weaponry. I find conditioning my body to be therapeutic. I must be strong for the time when my skills are needed the most. That's a good question, one I don't hear often enough from the other members in our hall. The Fighters Guild is here to serve those who need our help. If their coin is good enough, their fights become our fights, and we'll take our steel to their enemies. But it's more than that. I don't think I can explain it to you unless you see it for yourself. It's that look in a husband's eyes when you bring his wife back into his arms. Being able to help the people of Cyrodiil to change their lives for the better is what this is all about. Well, then we don't help them. It's not a flawless system. Nothing is without its faults, but I just wish there was something more I could do. Sorry, but we're not looking for new members right now. The Nibonese branch is currently undergoing strict internal reforms. Check back soon, though. It's not something I can discuss with someone outside of the guild. Bye.
What now? Oh look, a tourist. What do you want? It's cold, harsh, and there's plenty of opportunity for work thanks to the low member count. I like it. Used to be part of a mercenary company down in Valenwood. We were good. One of the best and most feared companies in all the provinces. Yeah, you could say that. The Great War came. Things got bad. Pay was poor, jobs were dangerous. Commander tried turning against an employer, tried to swindle them. It didn't end well, and now I'm here, doing the only thing I know how to do. And now I'm bound by a charter so long I could wipe my ass with it 1,000 times. At least the Nibonese branch is better than those coddled fools in Colovia. Cyrus is a tough champion that runs this place right. I tire of this topic. Is there anything else you need? What about them? You fall over and bang your head on a rock or something? Or have you just been living under one? The guild's been split since the Great War because the Colovians were too scared to fight the Thalmor. Svenja could probably tell you the history better than I could, though. Meaning, go ask Svenja. Fight, kill, trade. What, you were expecting something else? Bug Svenja instead. What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. We're fighters, mercenaries, hired blades. We butcher and kill for money and wine. Ha! With that attitude, I'd be more than happy to help you. Unfortunately, Cyrus has closed recruitment while the guild goes through some reforms. Those fence sitters in Colovia are still recruiting, but who wants to fight with uncommitted bastards like them anyway? See you.
What is it? Because this guild hall belongs to the Nibonese Fighters Guild. The Colovian halls have been part of a separate branch since just after the Great War. That's a lot of bad blood I'd rather not get into. Let's just say it's a dark chapter in the guild's history, and there was a large divide in philosophy. Just like an axe cutting into wood. Talk to you later.
Indeed, this is art. Feeling clumsy today?
It isn't mine, that's for sure. Where do you think it came from?
What is with this commotion? Where did that come from? Who made this mess?
That's the thing. We don't know.
It just appeared, out of thin air. Maybe that stranger over there has something to do with it.
You there, come here.
Greetings,
You
my
there.
friend.
Are you the cause of this mess in my conclave?
From a Synod conclave. I'm Alentis Brentilia, alteration trainer.
Don't play
spellseller,
ignorant
and
with
your
me.
humble
You are
servant.
involved in this somehow. I mean, really? You expect me to believe that you just happened to randomly walk in just as this statue appeared here? Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I suppose within the unknowable depths of the arcane, something such as this is not entirely implausible. That said, I suppose it would be downright foolish of you to strut in here after causing the mess. Well then, I apologize for the inconvenience. Welcome to the Bruma Synod Conclave. Attendant, clean up this mess, would you? And take that statue to the back for examination.
Yes, first adjunct. I'm Roland Wickert. Hello? Farewell.
As it is, I don't exactly have the time for trifles such as this.
How can I help?
You seem like
Oh,
a helpful
I'm
fellow.
sorry. I
Would
completely
you be
slipped my
willing
mind.
to help us
Here you go.
solve this mysterious object? If so, let me know. I could use someone of
Can I
strong
help you?
wit and not merely of strong arm.
I think the same as everyone else around here about them. That they're another magical organization that the Synod have no standing relationship with. Me? I'm the resident destruction expert here. Well, if you want to call me an expert. But I wouldn't. I'm still learning, honing my craft, as they say. My ultimate goal is to perfect the art of defensive spellcasting. I want to be able to conjure the raw power of combative forces of nature and beyond at will. But that'll have to come later. Hopefully sooner later, rather than later. Destruction spells? No, not really. If you really want to learn, you'd have to join up with us before I can show you what I know. Nobody here is even allowed to teach you the advanced stuff, though. Synod or not, it goes against regulations. Not that I've really reached the advanced stage yet myself, anyway. Alright then.
Good day to you, Cadius.
Same to you, Journeyman. Was there something you needed?
Hello.
I'm curious. What's
What
the
is it?
status of the situation brewing up in Underfall Cave? The
Magical
rules
threats,
and
eh?
answers there don't seem to
Well,
exist.
beyond the normal hedge wizards that you'll find just about anywhere, there are indeed some more troubling rumors. I've heard tell of some necromancers holed up in Underpaw Cave, performing their usual heretical rituals and incantations. They threaten the good name of the Synod, and the Conclave can't spare anyone. I see. Necromancers aren't a force to be trifled with, stranger. I implore you to be careful. I shall see about procuring your reward while you're away, for when, if, you return successfully. Best of luck. Underpaw is to the southwest of Bruma. Should be rather easy to find.
Welcome to the Bruma Synod Conclave. How may I help you? We are an organization of mages, officially sanctioned by the Empire. We play much the same role as the Mages Guild of years gone by. We seek to protect magical knowledge for future generations, and ensure that the secrets of Magicka are kept only in responsible hands. Clientele? We are not really a store, so I can't say we do. If you are inquiring as to whether there are many practitioners of magic, or those with an interest in it here in Bruma, there are some, but fewer than in much of Cyrodiil. Nords aren't really the kind to promote the study of the magical arts, you see, so our recruitment rate is somewhat low. Join the Synod? Not right now, citizen. I am afraid we don't have much of an opening in our ranks at the moment. Perhaps check back at a later date. The College of Whisperers is a group that the Synod has no relationship with. The Synod is the premier imperially sanctioned magical institution in Tamerial. That is all you need to know. Magic is not a gift to be trifled with, citizen. I am sorry, but we do not yet have reason enough to teach you spells. Perhaps if you were a ranking member of the Synod, we might reconsider. As you noticed when walking in, a couple of seemingly random items have been appearing in the Conclave of late, and I'm not quite sure as to why. Given that, as you can no doubt imagine, the Conclave is very busy, I am willing to hire external agents to look into this. After the first item appeared, I had one of the attendants, Attendant Wickard, take it back to the study area for examination. Check with him and see if he's discovered anything.
Can I help you? Can I help you? They're another organization similar to ours. Sadly, we're not on good terms. Sometimes I wonder to myself if it would be better to just form an alliance with them. But then I remember such talk will get me kicked out of the Synod, and then I shut my mouth. And speaking of shutting my mouth, not very much, truth be told. Cadius can tell you the official jargon better than I, but suffice it to say, we're quite comfortable and provide a much-needed, if thankless, service. We are the face of the Synod, you see. Our presence here in Bruma gets magic into the psyche of the common man. Surely that could only be a good thing. that. Well, I could, but I can't. Well, I know advanced spells, but I'm not authorized to teach them. Rules from on high. We're not allowed to teach magic to anyone who hasn't proven themselves responsible enough to handle it. And by that, they mean anyone who isn't a high-ranking member of the Synod. Why shouldn't I be? I'm in the cosmopolitan heartland of the Empire, working in a Synod conclave with warm hearth and good pay. What more could I ask for? What a curious question. Well, I do a lot of things relating to alteration. One of my current particular areas of study happens to be alteration enchantments. You know the trickiest thing about enchantments? Soul gems. Very grim, harvesting souls and imprisoning them in gems. Hard for me to do. Means I've been unable to do any enchantments for a while. Come to think of it, would you be a sport and bring me a filled common soul gem? I'd pay you for your trouble. Great! Just bring it back when you've got it. A common soul gem is all I need. Nothing fancier than that. Bye.
Hello.
How can I help? Good morning. Anything unusual? Well, it's hard to tell, to be honest. I'm not exactly the most experienced mage in this area, but I did notice that it looks an awful lot like an alien design. Haven't you seen the massive statues by the entrances of their ruins? I also know that alien statues this portable and small would be very valuable, and therefore would probably all have been scavenged from the ruins. My theory? I think someone sent it here as a test. Someone who has access to valuable artifacts such as this, that they plan to come get it back. I think someone is going to try teleporting here using the same teleportation technique. We should...
I am always happy to help.
To continue studying this thing. You might want to tell Cadius that this doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon.
What is it?
Something you need from me?
Have you learned anything more about our little perplexity? Then what are you talking to me for?
Lilmothiits, you got a free minute?
By the 8! Maybe we can take advantage of this.
Well,
Search the conclave. Look for anything that seems out of the ordinary and bring it here.
For instance,
maybe by examining the items, we can determine their origin.
And it didn't quite cast the way yours did.
You shocked yourself, didn't you, Roland? I wonder why it smelled of burnt hair in the conclave.
Well, yes.
Don't you worry. We'll find a good secluded area of the Gerals later. Until next time.
Can I help you? See you around.
We'll make sure you stop singeing your features.
How can I help?
Good morning.
What in oblivion are you doing?
Be more careful.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Yes? Hello. Hello. Stay away from that.
Good to see you again, friend. What can Ololentius do for you?
Hello.
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 What is it?
Hmm?
Hello.
Hello. See you. Hello. Good afternoon.
The Bruma Synod Conclave is always open to consultation, at least for the sentient individual.
What is it?
Can I help you? Can I help you?
Hello.
Good afternoon. Can I help you?
Have you learned anything more about our little perplexity? Give them here. Let's see what they can tell us. Not just any generic form of soul gem. This is a black soul gem. Only two types of people use these: murderers and necromancers. This certainly isn't an item which carries with it a positive stigma. What else? Fairly common, but it seems familiar for some reason. This almost seems like the type of boot I would wear. Intriguing. What else? A book. Weathered memoirs, eh? This seems to be a journal of some sort about the creation of Frostcrag Spire. Well, this is an interesting twist in our little mystery. Before we examine this further, I'd like to see any other artifacts which may have appeared. These told me a lot, thank you. One thing is certain. Whoever these items belong to is affiliated with the magical arts. More specifically, the darker side of the magical arts. It would also seem that our mystery mages have some connection with Frostcrag Spire. Haven't you seen that large tower in the mountains off in the distance? That is Frostcrag. It was supposedly erected back in the late Third Era by some old mage with too much time on his hands. Quite the sight, isn't it? It would probably still be of great interest to the Synod too, were it not sealed off many years ago by its last residents. I'm not quite sure what part the Spire plays in the summoning of these mysterious objects, yet. We shall see. You're actually only half right. You see, now that I have at least some idea who's behind this, I'm restricting this investigation. The Synod appreciates all your help in solving this little enigma, but at this point... Wait, what's that? Oh, not again!
What was that?
This one.
Right, run away with your tail between your legs.
Can I help?
This is madness. I am sick
I've
and
got your
tired of
back.
these intrusions. It would appear that
Lead
your
on.
services are again required. I cannot simply step back and allow this to continue. Not now that there is a tangible threat to our hall. We must act. Go to Frostcrag Spire and do whatever is necessary to put an end to these infuriating escapades. I just hope that the college isn't somehow involved in this. Divines know they live to make trouble for us.
Good afternoon.
I'm rather busy with my work. Try one of the others around here. Divines, no. The old bat's mind has been slowly degenerating ever since he returned from an expedition to Hammerfell. Anyway, I have important research to return to. If you want to gossip, talk to the Breton. Now, where was I? I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the College of Whispers is a very old and well-respected organization.
Aster, you have to be more careful. We don't want anyone getting hurt in this experiment.
Be calm, my dear. Be calm. We don't even know the thing is sending anything through. We have yet to send anyone to check the destination site. For all we know, the blasted creature could be in pieces all over the Gerals.
But a zombie? What if it did go through and somebody gets hurt? We can't have that happen, Aster.
We need live tests. But I see your point. Very well. I'll do it your way.
Well, thank you. I just hope it didn't cause too much of a panic over there already.
Aster, how are you feeling?
It's freezing up here. Once our... What?
Fine, fine.
Oh,
Don't
no.
worry about me.
I knew the old man should have been more careful in his experiments.
But don't you
Go
worry.
talk to Astor. He should be able to shed some light on your conclave's little mystery.
Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work. Who are you? Have we met? They are. Fascinating. It works then. Simply wonderful. Why, the Spire's portals, of course. You know, the ones I've spent the past few days slaving away at, tweaking, in an attempt to get the damn things to work properly. So, tell me, were the objects intact? Truly. Well, this calls for some celebration. We need to push further. Oh, yes. I think it's time to test this beautiful device out for real. Will you assist me? Without a true test, we will never be able to move forward. It needs to be done if we ever wish to implement our own teleportation platforms in the Sinishers. I doubt the Synod will take too kindly to a Whisper's mage suddenly appearing in their conclave. What? What? Why would you ask such a thing of me? It's my work. I suppose you seem trustworthy enough, my friend. You wouldn't be asking without a good reason. Very well. I will stop.
If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times.
So far, it seems to have stopped. Let's hope it stays that way. Indeed? What happened? What was causing it?
Whispers. Curse those careless, undisciplined necromancers. This time their experiments endangered my conclave.
How did they even get inside that spire in the first place? Gah! Knowing them, someone probably died to get it open. Regardless, thank you. Please accept this sum of gold from the Synod's coffers. You may also now make use of the enchanting table in the rear of the conclave. I suspect you have proven yourself trustworthy enough. Do not give me cause to regret that. I'll inform the council of your service. I'm sure they won't mind the exception in this case. Thank you. Hello. Join the Synod? Not right now, citizen. I am afraid we don't have much of an opening in our ranks at the moment. Perhaps check back at a later date. Remember, if you find any artifacts of magical value in the wild, bring them to us first.
Those are dexterous hands. But you've picked a few locks in your day.